3 days, 3 whole days of sun. Hopefully with the sun, if it's going to be pretty full on, it's going to be nice and gets this dew off pretty damn quick, which would be lovely. But because this dew this time of year is not going to lift for quite a long time, we're going to get the sheep sorted because the rams are meant to be going in. What are we on now? Today, Wednesday, tomorrow. And I did manage to get a private sale on a pedigree clean ram from Mr. Twos, who happens to be literally a couple of valleys away. And no, I tell you what, that bloke has been an absolute legend. Went round, he took me around his whole place, seen all the sheep. It's a cracking setup, just down from the Presellis. And yeah, he's got some pretty awesome sheep. I'm really starting to enjoy these cleans now and learning about them and looking forward to what is going to happen in the future here. And also, he said he's going down, we went down to Exeter yesterday when I picked up the ram in the morning while they were getting ready to go to Exeter, and he's also going down next week. So he said, if you've got a budget, you've got an idea of what you want, he can bring back ewes for us, which is such a nice thing for him to say, for him to do, and yeah, unbelievably helpful. Right, I better go find my dog because we've got some sheep to move. And you are eager this morning, boy. So this group's in, really tidy. There's a few cull ewes in here that I still need to sort out. So the idea now is just to get these marked up and split up for the ones that are going in with the clean ram, and when the new ewes come up from Exeter, they'll be mixed in with them at some point once they've had a bit of time away in a Zolvix. And then the others are going with the Charolais, and obviously all the hogs got pregnant, which was no fun last year. So everything that's marked up with blue was meant to be sold as a hog this year, but they all got impregnated. So I've had to keep them because they're lambs. Some of them were only weaned off about 2 months ago, and I didn't want to move them on because we had to get rid of quite the number. So the idea now is the cleans are going to go with all the hogs. Obviously they can't go back to the Charolais because that's their father. It might be his last year here. But yeah, got the teaser in there. I think he's done quite a good job. So he'll be coming out. And then, yeah, just a bit of time working out what we've got to do, what ewe I want with which ram. So it's just going to be a little bit of time faffing. And by the time that's done, it might be time to Ted. We'll have a look, but I'm not 100% sure. The rams are meant to be going in with the ewes tomorrow, but tomorrow is going to be an insanely sort of mental flat out day with baling and wrapping. The last lot took 24.5 hours to wrap. There's going to be twice as much again, which is great because it means we have a product to sell, but it's just going to be a pain. We have had so many people phone up, oh, can you bale for us, can you wrap? It's been chaotic. I think this is probably going to be the busiest 3 days that contractors in southwest Wales, where we are going to have for quite a while. Because I know Alid, who does our mowing here, he does all our contract work, he was inundated because of the weather, and he came in early, knocked it down for us, which we are so thankful for. So yeah, we're going to have a little look at it, and then the ewe lambs have to take some more drums of water down to them because we have so little grass. I'm just finding patches now that have, so they got, I don't know what they got down in there, sort of 2 acres or something like that. And that 2 acres, bear with me a sec. Now that 2 acres is in fact some real nice thick lush grass, and yeah, hopefully they'll be doing all right on it. So this is the first field here now. And it won't be dry, well, this dew won't be off it. We had a seriously heavy dew this morning, and it's not going to be off for quite a while, I don't think. I think it is going to be a seriously long time. Oh, let's just pull into here. And then we got the quarry field. And I really don't think that, oh, I don't know, there's a bit of crisp to it. But it's heavy, because it hasn't been cut all year, it's bloody heavy. And the dew is, yeah, it's still saturated. It's still saturated, so it's going to be a while. And you can see over, we have, well, you can't really see it from this angle, but we've got a field there, the field there, that field, the bottom part, we've actually got the ewes in. And there's more fields over the back. So yeah, it's just going to be one of them years, but it's nice that we've got this down so we can actually get a product off it, because it would have been a serious amount of money for this small farm to try and recuperate to get back in other means, right? But yeah, it's all exciting. We're managing to get some progress here. Right, go get these ewe lambs done, and then I'll have to go and get the loader tractor, because I've got to clear some space here to try and make a plan if the weather does decide to change its mind, like it has done all year. Right, I'll catch you later. Started turning, the time is 11, and the dew is just, well, it's probably been off for about, I don't know, half an hour, and it's getting nice and crispy, but the weather is still showing it's going to be nice, which is brilliant. Where is it? There. So with any luck, oh god, yeah, cooking today, cooking tomorrow. Oh, I mean, some of these lighter patches, and my dad keeps saying, oh yeah, you know, you can make hay, you can make hay. Some of these lighter patches, I think there could be a chance of making a little bit of hay. But I'm also thinking that's going to make some bloody lovely haylage. It's still green at the moment, it's light, it's real light stuff. So yeah, I think haylage wise it's going to make some nice haylage. So before I jumped in, I went and cleared a bit of space in the corner of the yard by the lambing shed, so that we can get some bales up there, because the amount of time it's going to take to bale and wrap this, if the weather does change, like it goes, well actually tonight we're going to, the rain's going to come in a few hours earlier. If that is going to happen, if that's a possibility, then rather than take all the bales up to the stables and wrap them up there, I could take, I don't know, maybe 500 up there, and we're going to have 500 in the shed here and wrap to go outside. Also, the same as what we did last time, we are going to be wrapping as we go. So I'm going to come in and start raking. Dad is going to come in and start baling. As soon as I have finished raking the 2 fields, I'm going to take over from him baling, and he's going to start wrapping, because that trailer, oh, it's been a godsend. We've actually been able to get it done with free a tractor all the time, and the way he's made it is, if
for whatever reason the power pack packs up on it, or anything goes wrong with anything other than the wrapper, we can just lift the wrapper off and put it straight onto the back of the tractor, which, yeah, will be fine, will be no problem. So yeah, we're going to get this tedding done. Got a little bit more ground to clear. I want to get the lawn mowed, because my wife's days off and she is not well at all, and she's looking after our daughter, so if I can get the lawn cut, at least they could go outside, which would be nice. So yes, so far it's nice, because this year has been, oh my god, what a bloody mess this year has been. But this is nice. This is kind of, it's a lot more work, which is fine, but it clears your head. You've got an income coming in. For farmers that, you know, make a living not only out of the livestock or out of their crops, but out of hay, haylage, then this is just brilliant. Because I tell you, this year's been so depressing. We think, okay, we're bound to have some next month. Oh, we're bound to have some good weather next month. But we've had like 2 days, week of rain, 2 days, week of rain, and it's been horrible. But it looks like we might get a break. So yeah, something to smile about at the moment, which is nice. But yeah, it's good. We've just got to see what these prices are going to be like, because I tell you what, hay in England prices are going to be pretty dull. It's going to be dull over here. I know a local shop that sells all your cake and lick buckets and all your ag sort of stuff. Their small bale haylage is £10.50 a bale. £10.50 a bale, and they sell it. That's a small conventional bale of haylage then, and they are tiny. £10.50 a bale. Well, they've got the customers, they must have.
Okay, so the weather is amazing. It is 8 o'clock, so out checking the field. Usually when it's this time of year I wouldn't come out till a lot later because the dew is just outrageous, but someone must be smiling down on us today because it's the last good day of weather that we have, and it is bone dry. There is no moisture on the top of this whatsoever. So I think I'm going to give it an hour, then ted it, go get the rake and baler all set up, get the wrapper down here, because I think if I can get baling early just for the haylage, we're not going to be wrapping until sort of 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, which isn't going to be ideal. But, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think my dad was right. The weather we've had and that bit of breeze on there, I think we might have hay. It's definitely haylage out round the headlands, 100%, plus we want the bales for ourselves and customers. But I think as we turn this, and maybe turn it a couple more times, start baling for hay. Well, we'll bale it, and if it makes hay, it's made hay. If it's made haylage, it's made haylage. So it's not an issue. It'll just be interesting to see in this short period of time, because in my head yesterday, I was kind of thinking if it's going to be a day, like it's rain tomorrow. So if we didn't have rain tomorrow, 100% we would have hay. If we had weather like we're going to have today, we would have hay, but it is what it is. We still have a product to sell, thank God. It's going to be good for the farm, good for the finances, and yeah, but some plans have changed a lot. I mean, a lot. So today, the rams were meant to go into the ewes, but we can't at the moment. Well, we could, but the 2 flocks which I split up are only separated by a gate, so they're in fields adjacent to each other, and I am not wanting to put a ram in either side, because I think they're going to spend more time fighting through the gate than getting on with the deed. So that's not what I want to do. So we're going to wait till tomorrow and put all the ewes that are going in with the clean ram into these 2 fields, and the Charolais will stay up at the top. And there's plenty of grass in here all around the headlands. We've got a 6-foot buffer. There's half an acre of grass down there, a quarter of an acre over there. There's a serious amount of grass still in here. And then as soon as they've just cleared around the hedges, we've got another field for them to go into. And then we've got to move the ram lambs. They've got to be moved. And we've got to sort the ewe lambs, because there's a ewe lamb sale coming up. Or make the choice, if we do have a bit more land to go out, make the choice of keeping them for shearling ewes next year. But the way the seasons have been going at the moment, do I really want to have all those extra mouths to feed when we might, if we have weather like we've had this year, we're not going to have the ground for that. So yeah, it's one we've got to think about there. But yeah, so the plan is come in, ted all this, get it all tedded, get it all tidied up, so we can turn it over, get that bit of moisture that's underneath off. And then I'm thinking, if it is as dry as it is, maybe just rake the headland and start baling that to wrap, and then just keep tedding it, because I tell you what, there's a chance this could make hay. And it's soft, it's so soft. Like, you can see this grass. This grass is just, it is unbelievably soft. It's this real old lay stuff. It's nice, really nice. And it smells unbelievable. So yeah, the baler gets to come out once again. And if I remember my camera, I'll film it, because I've been doing a pretty crap job of that so far. So keep watching, and maybe we'll get somewhere. Okay, so the dew's come off. It is now 9 o'clock. I've remembered my drone. I guess there's a first for everything. Yeah, there's a fair bit to do. Dad's just gone off to go and get diesel. We're definitely going to need that, because we cleaned, there's a small filter on this tractor that got clogged up, I don't know, a few months ago now, when we were topping, and we cleaned it out because the tractor died. And I don't know if that was holding back a fair bit of power on it, but it seems to be using a little bit more diesel now, so hopefully that's going to help. So this is going to be the first tedding of, I know, probably going to ted it twice, but as soon as I've tedded this, I'm going up to the other tractors to sort out the baler. Well, Dad's pretty much sorted that, and to get the rake on the 42. Normally we have the rake on the 4355, but I want to just get round and get a few of these done first. Good. So yeah, let's just get to work and see how this works out for us now, shall we? There's not a lot to do. It's probably only going to take maybe a little over an hour to ted this. Which will be great. Why is that not turning? Doesn't want to do it, apparently. Right, let's get to work.